That's an ascending trend line. And want to leverage on that structure. So let's see if price gets to that level. That's a strong daily cross, and it carries a strong structure. And I would also like to explain it. Not just anybody can draw these lines, but it's to understand the economic interpretation of each of these lines. They really have economic meaning. These are money moves. So it's not just imaginary lines. These are money movement. And price have created a double top structure here. Break of a double top structure, retest, and price have sold off. And when price return here, you see it the neckline has not been tested again. It has not been tested again. What price did was to tap into the top layer supply. It didn't test the neckline. So I want to push back into the neckline. Look at what happened here. When price returned, it respected this structure, which is a 34.368. And we have seen silver retrace from that level, right? That is pretty okay. That is okay for me. It is okay to see it that way. Now, I want a retest into the neckline the second time. This is a double top structure. There is a retest here after break of structure. There is a structural retest here after break of structure. The neckline was retested and we have seen a sell-off. Price have not returned. So I want to see silver back into that structure. So save a date, save your time, and put your order. Now, in my previous post, I used to, you know, give how you can predict a sell based on a trend. Now, I don't want to do that for now, so let's just leave it that way. But what I expect is that I want to see a push into the structure. And if that happens here, then we could see silver head into 38 point whatever per ounce. But at the moment, let's look at the immediate price action. Let's not be carried away by our mere speculation. And let's be on a realistic footnote to see what the market is actually doing. That what we have here is, let us explain the structure, what we have here, and see if we get a clue into what the market want to do next. We'll have a structure at this area. Let's see if it gives us a clean ascending trend line breakout. If it's not, then we abolish it. This is a trend line. This is a trend line. This is a trend line, and this is a trend line breakout, and also a valley structure in the future. In the future, I want to see price make its way back into that structure. This is a trend line, ladies and gentlemen. This is a clean trend line. I like this structure, and I want to keep it for reference. And just because it's clean does not mean that a market will react on it. Of course, market can come here and will not react. I have seen it happen many times. I've seen it happen many, many times. So it is possible that price will come there and decide not to react. It's very much possible. So this is a support structure. This is a support structure. And this is another support structure followed by a breakout, retest one, retest two. So, but this is a story for another day. Of course, price has to update here before it gets to this place. So we're looking at immediate price action. And if we look critically, we'll see that price have tapped into another daily supply roof, which is also evident on our line chart, and respected that structure from there. So be it, there's a break and retest at this level. If you look at that structure, there's a break and retest at that level. There's a break and retest at that level. A break of a support structure. Price came here, retest one, and we have come back here, retest two. So we'll go back to our chart and you see that silver has tanked. Shavyfxhub. Trading is very simple. Very, very simple. Very, very simple. The simplest thing you can think of right now is trading. But you need to develop a strategy. And when you develop a strategy, please stand on your trade ideas. You're going to have a couple of bad trades. You're going to have a whole lot of bad trades. But you see, it is better you stand on your ground and know what you're doing than to copy people. Because when you copy trades, I can tell you, you can copy trade and be winning. All of a sudden, you're going to lose that entire account. I'm talking from experience. So the only way you can stay consistent and profitable is to have a strategy and stand on your game. Stand on your game. When I say stand, stand means stand. There is a structure at this level. I like it. Let's see. So it looks like a breakout. Do we really need it? We don't need this. We don't need this. We don't need it. But it's a breakout. After that breakout, retest and price have gone on to print a new high. We don't need this data. Except price start falling, then we will not look at it. We're looking at immediate price action. What next will price do? Will it continue to upswing or will it come down? From where price is now, there's a probability it can begin to fall from there. From where it is now, there's a very high probability. This is a sell roof. Silver can begin to drop from there, right? So my next top layer buy will be if price breaks the structure, then I know there's a probability to go back to retest this neckline again, an ascending trend line, a previous breakout of a double top structure, the neckline price come back to retest it. And if it breaks it, then we see a new high that align with overall selling roof. You can see the structure. The chart pattern is very clear. And I think over the weekend, we'll look into chart patterns, different kinds of chart patterns. And from next week, we'll start to integrate every trade, every price action on chart pattern. We must be very specific about education in trading. It's not just about quick money. The reason a lot of traders fail is that they want to make money. And if your focus is to make money, you're not going to make that money because you need to be knowledgeable first. So we must stay grinding before we're now going into calling trades that we can actually, expose to the financial market. But for now, education is key. So if it breaks out from there, then this becomes a new sell roof. The market is well scripted, and the silver market is promising for both its industrial complex application, solar PV, and medical. So silver, of course, is in a good place to buy. So let's look at it on daily time frame. We have seen that daily rejection, price tapping into area of supply. And from the bottom side, I like this price action, and this price action also makes sense. So it feels good if price is restoring back. This is a nice floor to wait for price. If silver falls to that price, you might consider buying silver from this floor. It's a nice floor to buy silver. Silver can shoot. Remember, look at daily, look at two daily candles. Price can reverse from here and get to this level. Put your buy order here, 30.851. Remember, two bearish candles in 2 days. Look at what they have done. You can see a silver sell-off that will return price to this area. The price action here is very simple. That you first of all you find out where there was breakout structure, where was a potential retest, and you look out for opportunity. There is a breakout structure at this level. There is a retest to a broken structure, and price broke the structure and retested it again, and we had a break of a supply roof, makes here demand floor. So if price comes here, here will be your new demand floor. So here will be your new demand floor. So we've done extensive work on silver. We've done extensive work on silver. I think at the moment, if you can be patient, ignore what's going on here. This is not a nice place to be. Trading within this zone, there's a very high probability you are going to miss traction. So the best thing is allow the market to play out. If it plays out, let it. If it can come down, it come down. You look for an opportunity and go up, or let the market continue to upswing. Break the stop layer roof, then come back and retest the neckline. If you retest the neckline, we have an opportunity to sell down, where here will become a support structure, a broken supply roof become a demand floor. So if that happens, then that will give you an opportunity to trade higher, where we hope that price might tap into this roof, which is already an ascending trend line, acting as a dynamic resistance roof, which have been stopping price on multiple times. Shavyfxhub.